Hey y'all, it's Umi Genevieve, laced in space constellations on LSD. You could have been anywhere else and you decided to be here with me, so I always want to show gratitude. I always want to show appreciation. Thank you so much for being here with me today, y'all. Thank you so much for the feedback, the confirmations, all the people that are joining my courses. I am so grateful to each and every one of you. You guys have truly changed my life. So much love. Now today, guys, I wanted to talk about Saturn. I'm a Saturn baby, so I love Saturn energy. And I've learned to identify Saturn with so many different themes in life, in the chart. And one of the favorite things I love to see Saturn come up in is an ambiguous, alternative, culturally diverse energy. And I associate Saturn with 3 signs. So Libra, Aquarius, and Capricorn. And why? Saturn is home in Aquarius, Saturn is home in Capricorn, and Saturn is exalted in Libra. So these energies are very dominant in Saturn energy. You'll find a lot of ambiguous, culturally diverse, mixed, biracial, alternative energies. People have Saturn dominance, and they'll have these 3 signs. So Libra, Aquarius, and Capricorn in some capacity in their chart. If you see that they're very blended, mixed, culturally diverse, you'll see this energy in their chart. I actually see a lot of Saturn energy, especially Aquarius and Libra, and mixed race children, biracial couples, mixed, like different cultural backgrounds, even if they're like both European or both Black or African or both in spaces where they're the same color, skin tone, they can still have a multicultural or blended family, or 2 different spectrums, 2 different backgrounds coming into the family, especially when there's Saturn there. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Libra. So if you ever go into some biracial mixed race families, you'll see that there's Saturn in some capacity. Let it be in the children, the parents, or children and the parents. So the overall family dynamic, there will be some sort of energy there. And I see that a lot with Libra and Aquarius. Now, the oppositions matter as well, but I'm going to need them to be in stelliums because I need a dominance of the opposition. So a dominance of Aries, since Saturn is fall here, a dominance of Leo, since Aquarius is opposed Leo, and a dominance of Cancer, since Capricorn opposes Cancer. So I'll see also Aries, Leo, and Cancer in a lot of mixed race, culturally diverse families. But I'll need like stelliums, like more than 3 planets in Aries, more than 3 planets in Cancer, more than 3 planets in Libra, in Leo, for me to be like, oh, okay, yes, because you have a lack of this Saturn dominance. Or there's a strong opposition, since you have stelliums in this energy, for a Saturn dominance. So this will open up biracial, mixed, ambiguous, or alt-Black lifestyle. Sorry, I said Black. I only said Black because I'm Black. But whatever your race is, lifestyles. So those themes there. So I find a phenomenon of Saturn energy in these spaces. Now, also, what is Saturn? Saturn is associated to the story of Kronos. And with Kronos beheaded, denounced, denied his father, the energy of his lineage, his ancestral energy. He wanted to do his own thing. And you'll find a lot of that with Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra energy. But they don't really want to go towards, the family themes, the family background, the cultural background. They want to do something different. They want to come into something more diverse, liberal, an energy that allows them to bring in togetherness, to bring in diversity. I was looking for a word, integration. Saturn dominance, even when they try to, they can't work in segregation. That's why a lot of times in Saturn transits, we're talking about how things are segregated. Like right now with Pluto and Capricorn at critical degrees, we're talking about things that can be split in half, segregated, and that needs to become integrated. Same thing with the North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra. There's a lot of news right now where things need to be less segregated and more integrated. Let me talk about cultures. Let me talk about man versus woman. But this energy of Saturn forces the energy to become integrated. If we go back in history, it's Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn in Capricorn. From the late 80s to the early 90s, more integration. from the from the energies of the late 50s to the early 60s, early integration. And it could go further and further and further. So this energy is all about mixing and merging. I like to tell my clients, you got to gentrify something. And I know they might sound like, why would I gentrify an energy? But when you're Saturn dominant, you feel that way. You have to take something that's heavily cultured, restricted, and now take it into a place where it becomes diverse, multicultural. So I always tell my Saturn dominants and also my stelliums that have Aries, Leo, and Cancer, they need to take something that's underground and make it mainstream. Something that's more restrictive, alternative, and make it mainstream. And you'll find that in Saturn dominant, even celebrities. So I like to use Issa Rae. Issa Rae started with the awkward black girl. And that's like completely what a Saturn dominance would be in a woman of color. Awkward woman of color. She doesn't fit into her demographic. She doesn't fit into this culture. And Issa Rae is a Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon. Double Saturn. And that's why she became famous and started her whole fame on this awkward, alternative, person of color personality. And most Saturn dynamics will have that. Let it be that they're the alternative person of color, they don't fit into their certain demographics, or they're actually mixed. They're a person of color that went to something more of a diverse cultural school, environment, lived in that neighborhood. Like when I see people of color and they have Saturn dominance, I say, hey, mom and dad drove you across town to go to the blended school. Blended neighborhood in some capacity, or you just always stuck out. Now, even in music, you'll find that the Saturn dominance musicians are crossover artists. They're artists that can become ambiguous, multicultural in their industry. Cardi B, Libra, Aries Moon. Already a Latino woman that's in a space where it's a dominant black culture. And she even has biracial children. Eminem, Libra Sun, Aquarius Moon. Another energy that comes into a way where they become ambiguous, different, an outsider, but they have to merge two cultures into one. Eminem. Sade, Capricorn. Sade is actually not an R&B singer. She's more of a pop, alternative singer. And she's also an ambiguous energy. Selena, Aries Sun, Capricorn Moon. Another energy where she was a Native American, an American woman who merged the Latin culture to still bring it into something mainstream, American, westernized culture. So with her being double cardinal with that Aries energy that we talked about, and Capricorn, very special, different, ambiguous, did not fit in type of energy within all spaces, from westernized American culture, and those spaces there, a European, Latin culture, and also where she's just her overall background. She was American. So all this energy trying to come in together. There's some spaces where there's some articles where they say that she didn't even speak fluent Spanish. She had to, so when she was singing in Spanish, she had to train herself. And look what she became for the Latin culture. She gentrified it in some capacities. Andre 3000, and we already know Andre 3000 is like completely out of this world with his energy. Capricorn Moon, something very different to the hip hop culture. Azalea Banks, Capricorn Moon, something very different to this hip hop culture and also to her demographic. J. Cole, Aquarius Sun, another energy that's ambiguous, mixed, and very different, underground to the type of culture. Even with actors and actresses, energies that become ambiguous, we already talked about in Issa Rae, just with her whole platform, brand, awkward black girl, alternative black girl. Will Smith, Libra Sun, an energy that's become mainstream, universal. Denzel, Capricorn Sun, an energy that's become mainstream, universal. Samuel Jackson, Capricorn Sun, an energy that's become mainstream, universal, where we no longer see the color that this man's a black man. We see that this man's an actor. He's become loved, well appreciated, and accepted by all different backgrounds. He's become an ambiguous black man. Viola Davis, Aquarius Moon, another energy that's become loved and ambiguous within cultures as a black woman. Dave Chappelle, Venus conjunct Uranus in Libra and Moon in 11th house. So this energy there, just showing the basis of why he becomes universal and an ambiguous, cultural, diverse energy as a black man. Leslie Jones has even said this on her stand-up, that she rather white audience. She's said this, and she's also an energy that has become big amongst white audience, and she's a moon in Libra. And I'm not trying to say this to say that one is, I hope this doesn't come off that way, where there's sides picking, and that's what this energy is about, that it becomes more diverse, integrated. Like, I'm a Leo rising, but I have Saturn in the 7th house, and it squares my moon, my sun. It's part of my T-square with my rising, and it opposes my rising. So I've always been that way. Like, I'm down for the culture. I ride for my people. I ride for this energy. But in life, it seems to be that people of different cultures seem to understand me better. Some of my best friends and my closest people in my life have not looked like me. And as I learned to work with Saturn, it started to make sense for me. I grew up in a predominantly mixed, some would say at the time when I was growing up, white area. And I didn't feel no different. Like, I didn't feel no different. I actually, I was always into certain types of music, always into certain types of spaces where I couldn't really resonate with my own people. And when I realized that I was just Saturn dominant energy that learns to just integrate, it made more sense in my life why I was able to resonate with people of all different backgrounds. It didn't matter. And why sometimes I felt like I didn't fit in with people that looked like me. And people who have Saturn dominance, so Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, will feel that way in some capacity, where they just don't fit in with this demographic or this culture that's telling them that this is where they should fit in. And when I see artists who have this energy, musician, artists, those spaces there, creatives, I tell them, gentrify something. You're an underground energy. You take something mainstream and you take something underground and you move it together. You take something that's progressive and something that's non-progressive and you move it together. And with me being Saturn, that's why I put the Haiti flag underneath everything I post, because I know I'm posting something that is far outside of what the Haitian culture could even think about, but I'm going to integrate it so that I bring more consciousness to something that is underground. Wyclef Jean, which I love, Libra Sun, Capricorn Moon. He took a lot of the Haitian culture and he made it mainstream. He made it digestible to other cultures that had no understanding or maybe even no awareness of this space. He took it. That's why he's a legend and he's a cardinal. A generational shift Capricorn energies, Saturn energies will do for their family, for their culture within this space. That's why you'll see all the people that I just named, they changed the game. They're legends. They're energies that built something that has never been seen before. And that's for all aspects of Saturn in your chart, let it be in signs or you actually having close personal aspects to Saturn. You'll feel that way, that I want to make something or create something that's never been seen before, different, or that merges two things into one that is very, very different. I'm going to look at Kodak because he's on my mind right now. Let's see Kodak. Because I'm thinking about the Zoes right now, so I want to see how the Zoes. So let's see. So Kodak has Jupiter in Aquarius, Saturn in Aries, Uranus in Aquarius. Let's see what else he has going on. Venus in Cancer. But that Aquarius energy is what I'm looking for. And I just wanted to, he just came into my mind to see where he had Saturn influence. Because he's also an energy that is very different and merging two different spaces into one, gentrifying it. So I'm going to need some Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra in that chart for me to really make sure, or just help you out when you feel like I don't really fit in. I want to do this one thing where everyone tells me this is what I look like, this is what I should be doing, but a part of my soul feels like I should be doing something that's completely different, triggering day and night, duality, all that energy from this. So I tell my clients to merge, gentrify the energy, take something underground and make it pop, right? Make it digestible. That's what I'm thinking about, the energy. Take something underground and make it pop, digestible. And when you are Saturn energy, you're blessed in that already. For some reason, whatever you built that's underground and you stay and you merge becomes huge. Capricorn energy, Ice Spice. Capricorn energy, R. Kelly, Aaliyah. You take something that can be very cultured, but mainstream sees to love it. Shakira, Aquarius. Aquarius moon, Britney Spears. This energy flows. Lotto, Capricorn. Energy strong in that. In taking something ambiguous, diverse, and integrating it. And they win a lot. So if you have Saturn dominance out there and you're trying to figure out where you fit in, you don't. You have to create something based on a culture and make it a subculture. Because that's what you're always going to be. You're always going to be the oddball out in some capacity. So love is love. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. And I'll see y'all on the other side. Umi Genevieve, Lacing Space Constellations on LSD.